SKOL, Vikings Nation. What's good, fam? Welcome back to the channel where we live and breathe purple and gold. Today, we're diving into the hottest topic buzzing around Minnesota. The quarterback situation for our beloved Vikings in 2025. Picture this. Palm trees swaying in West Palm Beach, Florida, NFL bigwigs huddled up at the owners' meetings, and all eyes on our squad. What's next for us at QB? Here's the teaser that's got me hyped. Aaron Rodgers, the future Hall of Famer, still looms in the shadows, but the Vikings might just be ready to hand the keys to the kingdom to McCarthy, our untested rookie phenom. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah dropped some major hints last week at TCO Performance Center, and now we're waiting to see if Coach Kevin O'Connell doubles down at the meetings. Are we sticking with youth, or is a veteran twist coming? Stick with me because we're breaking this down step by step with all the juice you need. Stats, rumors, and a little Vikings passion sprinkled in. Will it be McCarthy's time to shine? Or could a familiar face return to shake things up? Let's get into it. SKOL. Alright, Vikings faithful, let's set the stage. Last week, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah stood tall at TCO Performance Center, facing the press with that GM swagger, and basically said, McCarthy's our guy. Let's see what he's got. That's no small statement for a kid who hasn't thrown a single NFL pass yet. 10th overall pick in 2024, sidelined all last season with a torn meniscus, but now 100% and itching to prove himself. The vibe? Confidence. Kwesi didn't slam the door on Aaron Rodgers, because, come on, it's Rodgers, but the focus was clear. McCarthy's got a shot to lock down QB1 this offseason. Imagine that. A 22-year-old stepping into a 14-3 team from last year, loaded with studs like Aaron Jones and a top-tier defense. That's pressure, but it's also a dream gig for any rookie. So what's the holdup? Why not just crown him now? Well, Coach O'Connell's hitting the mic this week in West Palm Beach, and I'm dying to hear his take. Does he echo Kwesi's faith in JJ? Or does he tease something bigger? Drop your predictions in the comments. I want to know what you think. Now, let's talk Aaron Rodgers for a sec, because you can't ignore a four-time MVP floating out there. The Vikings haven't flat out said no to him, and that's got my fan brain spinning. Picture Rodgers slinging dimes to Justin Jefferson. 3,897 yards and 28 TDs last season with the Jets, even at 41 years old. That's the kind of firepower that could take us straight to the Super Bowl. But here's the catch. Signing Rodgers might push McCarthy's debut to 2026. Kwesi and O'Connell know this team's built to win now. 14 wins last season prove it. So why wait? Rodgers wants to start, not sit, and JJ's rehab is done, so the Vikings are at a crossroads. Do we roll with the legend or bet on the future? This is where it gets juicy, fam. If O'Connell leaves that Rodgers door cracked open in Florida, the rumors won't die. But if he pumps up McCarthy instead, we might finally get some clarity. What's your gut telling you, Rodgers or JJ? Hit me up below. Okay, let's zoom in on McCarthy, our golden boy from Michigan. This dude's got the pedigree, national champ in college, cool as ice under pressure, but 0 NFL snaps. Last year's knee injury stole his rookie season, but he's back, hitting 100% just in time for off-season workouts. That's huge for a Viking squad starving for a franchise QB. Kwesi's words last week were gold. He's met the bar. That's not just hype. McCarthy's been soaking up the playbook while rehabbing, and O'Connell's system got Sam Darnold to 4,000 plus yards last year. Imagine what it could do with a kid handpicked at number 10 overall. The potential sky high, but the stakes? Even higher. Here's the suspense. O'Connell hasn't named him QB1 yet. JJ said it himself on Up and Adams. No official word from the Vikings. Is this a test? A motivational push? Or are they still shopping? We'll find out soon, but I'm on edge. How about you? Let's flip the script. How do the Vikings kill the Rodgers chatter once and for all? Simple. Sign a veteran backup now. Problem is, free agency's tricky. Big names like Sam Darnold bolted to Seattle, Daniel Jones to Indy, and the draft's coming up. Teams don't want to mess with their compensatory picks until after April, so we might be waiting a bit. That's where the strategy kicks in. A solid number 2 behind McCarthy could lock this down. Someone who knows their role, brings experience, and lets JJ grow without a Hall of Famer breathing down his neck. Kwesi's already got Brett Rippon on the roster, but he's no game changer. We need a real option. The question is, who? Stick around, because I've got a list of vets still out there that could fit the Vikings like a glove. Who do you want backing up JJ? Throw your pick in the comments. Let's debate it. First up, Ryan Tannehill. This guy's 36, took a year off, but he's got 34,000 career passing yards and a dual-threat edge, 2,103 rushing yards and 27 TDs. He once said he wasn't there to mentor Malik Willis in Tennessee, but that was as a starter. Now, he might love guiding McCarthy from the sidelines. Picture Tannehill in purple, chilling as QB2, ready to step in if JJ stumbles. He's not flashy, but he's steady, 64.3% completion rate over 12 seasons. That's a safety net we could use, especially with a rookie at the helm. Vikings fit? I'd say yes. The twist: he's got to want to come back after his break. If he's in, this could be a low-key genius move. What do you think? Too boring or just right? Let me know. Next, Joe Flacco. At 40, he's seen it all: Super Bowl MVP, 44,000 yards, and a knack for winning in a pinch. Last year with the Colts, he backed up Anthony Richardson, kept the kid grounded, and even snagged a W when called up. No drama, just results. Flacco and O'Connell go way back, same 2008 draft class, so there's instant chemistry. He's not chasing glory anymore, just a paycheck and a role. For a Vikings team with sky-high expectations, that's a perfect vibe: wisdom in the locker room without stealing JJ's spotlight. The hook: he's not sexy, but he's clutch. Could he be the quiet key to keeping us playoff-bound? I'm intrigued. Drop your thoughts below. Carson Wentz time. He's 32, been through the ringer, NFL MVP votes in 2017, then a wild ride with the Eagles and beyond. Last year, he watched Patrick Mahomes dominate from the Chiefs bench, soaking up lessons from the best. That's gold for McCarthy. Wentz knows the highs, like leading Philly to 11-2 before injury, and the lows, like getting benched. He could school JJ on handling Minnesota's spotlight, something Rodgers might overshadow. Plus, he's still got an arm, 64% completion in his prime. The suspense: he's not QB1 material anymore, but as a backup? Sneaky value. Would you take a chance on Wentz in purple? Hit me up. Now let's talk Kirk Cousins. Yeah, that Kirk. He's 36, stuck in Atlanta behind Michael Penix Jr., and not thrilled about it. He skipped their offseason program after losing QB1. Sounds like a guy who'd love a fresh start. A Vikings reunion? Wild, right? Here's the math. Falcons kept him past March 15th, locking in a $10 million bonus, but if they cut him post-draft, he's free. He threw for 4,000 plus yards with us in 2022. Imagine him mentoring JJ with that experience. But the awkwardness? Oof, it's thick. The tease? It's a long shot. Falcons say they want him, and we'd need stars to align. Still, wouldn't it be poetic? Tell me, yay or nay on Kirk 2.0. Let's get weird with Teddy Bridgewater. This dude's 32, drafted by the Vikings in 2014, and just won a state title coaching high school ball. Then, bam, he unretires, signs with Detroit, and even plays in their playoff loss to Washington. Talk about a comeback. Teddy's got grit. 5,000 yards with us before that brutal 2016 injury, and a story that screams redemption. Pairing him with McCarthy could be a fan-favorite move, bringing back a hometown hero to back up our new hope. Low risk, high vibes. The kicker: he'd have to say yes to us again. If the Vikings call, does Teddy pick up? I'm rooting for this. What about you? Alright, let's double down on Teddy, because why not? His Vikings tenure showed promise. 65% completion, 14 TDs as a rookie, before fate intervened. Now, he's a vet who's seen the league's ups and downs. Perfect for a rookie QB room. Imagine the narrative. Teddy, back where it all started, helping JJ chase the glory he never got. Detroit barely used him, so he's fresh. Could he still sling it if needed? The Vikings might just test that theory with a wildcard signing. The buzz? It's off the wall, but that's why we love it. Would this get you hyped? Or is it too crazy? Drop your take below. Let's circle back to the owners' meetings. O'Connell's words this week could shift everything. If he says, JJ's our guy, and we snag a vet like Flacco or Tannehill, the Rodgers saga's toast. But if he hedges, fam, we're in for more drama. The Vikings want McCarthy to start. Kwesi's clear on that, but they're not dumb. A 14-3 roster needs insurance, and with Darnold gone, the QB room's thin. O'Connell's got to balance hype with reality. How's he playing it? The hook? We're days away from answers. What's your bet? Full speed on JJ or a curveball? Let's hear it. Time to tie this up, Vikings Nation. McCarthy's the future. Kwesi's betting on it, and I'm all in. But the backup plan? That's where the suspense lives. Tannehill's steady. Flacco's wise. Wentz has scars. Cousins is a dream. And Teddy's a vibe. Pick your poison. O'Connell's mic drop in Florida could seal it. A vet signing post-draft might be the move. 60% of free agents shift after April, per NFL trends, so we're on standby. This roster's too good to gamble, but too hungry to settle. What's the perfect mix? Your turn? Who's QB2 in your dream scenario? Smash that comment section. I'm reading every one. We're almost there, fam. Let's paint the picture. JJ McCarthy, fresh-faced and fearless, leading the Vikings into 2025, with a grizzled vet whispering wisdom in his ear. That's the vision Kwesi's selling, and I'm buying. 14 wins last year say we're close. But the clock's ticking. Rodgers lingers, free agents dwindle, and the draft's looming. O'Connell's got to lock this down. Give us a name, a plan, something to rally behind. Vikings fans deserve it after years of QB roulette. The payoff. A QB room that's young, hungry, and battle-tested. Who's your pick to make it happen? Drop it below. I'm hyped to see your takes. SKOL Vikings Nation, we've dissected this thing from every angle. McCarthy's the headliner, but the backup battle's where the fire's at. O'Connell's call this week could light up West Palm Beach, and I'm glued to it. New Noticias dos Vikings news dropping soon. Here's my plea. Hit that like button if you're pumped for 2025. Let's get this video popping. Subscribe if you're new. Tons more Vikings content coming your way. Share this with your crew. Spread the purple pride far and wide. What's your final say, JJ and who? Comment below, and let's keep this SKOL party rocking. Until next time, Vikings fam, stay loud, stay proud, and SKOL!